My real question is, can we stop not putting cheerleaders in the game? Do you remember that, Spyder?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I love the cheerleaders. I think it was Madden 04, where you could like collect the cards and oh my goodness, I was going through those cards.
Okay, stop. That's enough. I don't think I want to hear the end of this. I was kind of just joking around.
What's going on, fellas? Jimothy Spyder, as always, joined by my partner, LeRoy Cannonball. And what do we got here today, big guy?
This is footage from the league, the NEFL. We got the 7-3 Jets facing off against the 8-3 Cardinals. Both teams on a 4-game winning streak. And hopefully only one of them ends today, because if it's both, we got a tie, and nobody's a fan of those.
The Jets are going to kick off first, and of course their coach will be DJ Jazzy Jeff. More like DJ Jazzy Jet.
Horrible. Just a bad start for you already. Playing up against Hussein is insane. Both of them got very good names. Hopefully it's a very good game.
Kyler Murray handing off to James Conner, and there's a swarm in the backfield. -2 yards on the very first play. Let's break down the offense, Cannonball.
Well, Cardinals got the 20th ranked offense in the league, getting 31 points per game, 27th through the air, and ranked 22nd on the ground.
And you see right there at the bottom, they lead the league in sacks taken at 2.8 per game. I gotta think that there's a point of emphasis on protecting Kyler a little bit better the rest of the year.
So after that loss on first down, Kyler Murray standing tall in the pocket and hitting Rondale Moore on a drag, and he's going to get a lot more. He's got some speed, Spyder.
Oh, Rondale Moore has been a huge contributor. A 46-yard play. Just do a quick little spotlight on him here. Coming into today's game, Rondale Moore, 45 receptions, 659 yards, and 11 touchdowns, Cannonball.
This dude is a touchdown machine, Spyder, and I can't tell you just how comfortable you feel on offense when you got a guy like that playing for you. Murray on the read option. Getting taken down, getting nothing. Tyree Gillespie on the stop and already facing a big 3rd and 7 here just outside of the red zone.
Murray looking back, scanning, trying to get this ball in the seam, and he does, Cannonball.
Fitting that ball in a pretty tight window. Greg Woodyard going to come down with the touchdown reception, and just like that, Arizona up 7. Jackson taking this ball out of the end zone and gets wrecked.
So now the Jets will march onto the field after giving up an opening touchdown very quickly. A quick look at their offense. They're 14th in the league, getting 35 points per game, right there in the middle of the pack. 25th through the air, but 8th on the ground. So I expect to see a lot of running out of this New York team and a lot of runs from this young man right here, Matt Barber, who gets taken. It's like deja vu, Cannonball.
Oh, it's the exact same thing, losing 2 on the first play. Matt Barber is a gamer, but he didn't show much on that play. 2nd and 12 from their own 16. Little play action from Zach Wilson. Rolling right, throwing across his body, got a man open and just pushed it a little bit.
That's 6. If he could have put it on the mark, he is a rookie, but I mean, you got to remember that throw he made at the combine. He could have used that there. Wilson, another deep drop. And speaking of drops, this ball is dropped by Elijah Moore. A quick 3 and out for this New York squad.
Yeah, about as bad of a start as you could hope for, as we had a great special teams play down there. Good tackle. But, giving up 7 and then going 3 and out is not a recipe for success. That might be a surprise to you, Spyder.
This ball up to Hopkins, and we might see him come down with a lot of footballs today. D-Hop could be the ultimate weapon, and now following a 1-yard James Conner run, we got a screen out to the same young man. This one blown up in the backfield as well.
Cardinals trying to get James Conner involved early, not really working out for them. They're going to give this ball to second string, Chase Edmonds, a missed tackle, and he's going to get to the edge, Spyder. A big run, 21 yards.
And now after yet another 1-yard Conner run on first down, facing 2nd and 9 play action, Murray back there, and Gillespie just out of position. Kind of looked like he had the angle to maybe make a user play. Now, all of a sudden, Cardinals in the red zone yet again. Throwing up to D-Hop on the left. Nice catch. And they're going to be right there on the 3-yard line. Kyler, 6 for 6 early on. A little fake to the fullback and getting Connor in. 3-yard touchdown. Holy crow, Cannonball. We were talking about the Cardinals not having this explosive offense. But they are making it look easy out there. Up 14-0.
Yeah, you know it's a bad thing when you're at home and the stadium is shaking while you're on offense. That's what's happening to the Jets here, trying to get a play out to Moore. Remember, a big drop on 3rd down, and he's not going to come up with anything here. And this is really where Arizona shines. If we take a look at their defensive numbers, they are 2nd best defense in the league, giving up only 26 a game, 4th against the pass, and even better, 2nd against the run. Remember, the Jets lean run pretty heavy. So this could be a very long day for New York.
2nd and 12, just praying to make something happen. We see Watkins in motion, and that's where the ball is going. A much-needed 1st down for New York. And now they're facing 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard run with Matt Barber on 1st down. Couple checks at the line. Stadium still rocking, and they're going to give it to the man, Matt Barber. Getting forward for 14.
Matt Barber has been such a big part of the success here in New York. You see the numbers. He's already got over 1,000 yards, 6.7 yards per carry, and hey, how about 17 touchdowns too? Another handoff to the young man. This one's only going to get about 4. Now we got 3rd and 6 at midfield.
17 touchdowns for the kid. What a phenomenal year he is having. Gotta wonder where New York would be without him. And speaking of him again, he's going to get a big 1st down here, Cannonball. 13-yard angle route. And I'm liking what New York is showing. They got a little bit of fight in them. They're not just going to lay down.
Start of the 2nd quarter, you'd love 6 here, but even 3 would be big. Wilson throwing it just over Isaiah Simmons to Quez Watkins. What a name on this kid. Quez Watkins.
You know me, I'm always a fan of anyone who has a name that rhymes with my favorite candy, Pez.
Showing your age again. Nobody has ate Pez for 20 years. Wilson dropping back, and he's got a wide open never mind. This is not a touchdown, Spyder.
Oh, and there's one rule as a wide receiver. Get 2 feet down in bounds. What are you doing here? Because he's got the catch. There's just no awareness that he's on the sideline. You are paid to make catches, and you just blow that one. Can't wrap my head around it.
This one will get the 1st, but it does not score. Out here on the 3. I gotta think it's going to Matt Barber.
It does, and he gets demolished in the backfield. A big loss. And only 14 yards on 5 carries.
And nobody better to blow it all up at the goal line than Isaiah Simmons. Could possibly be the Cardinals' best player, which is saying a lot. 51 tackles on the year, 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and a touchdown. He's a turnover machine, Spyder. And Matt Barber should be thanking his lucky stars that he doesn't fumble here.
2nd and goal from the 7. I know you said 3 would be big, but would it really? You need 6 here, Cannonball, if you ask me. Wilson scrambling. He's got a lot of open dirt in front of him, and he gets in! His 1st rushing touchdown of the year, and what a way to do it. Bouncing off a guy at the goal line. And you always hear announcers say it. The players love seeing that out of the quarterback, putting the body on the line. Nice little 82-yard drive. Puts them back in the game. And we got a contest here, Cannonball.
Wilson pulling the ultimate move. Fine, I'll do it myself. You don't want to catch the ball in bounds. I'll just run this thing in. Take a rib shot on the way. Great job, good drive. But the Cardinals, I mean, we haven't seen anything out of this Jets defense that says they're going to stop them.
Following a touchback, gonna get some open space for James Conner, who gets put on the ground. What a hit, an 8-yard run. And the Jets are gonna take a timeout here. Speaking of that Jets defense, by the way, they are the 13th in the league. You know, nothing to sneeze at, giving up 32 points a game, and they're 11th versus the pass and the run. So a very balanced defense. And they have been playing the run very well, despite that last play.
Yeah, it's an old school mentality to say we have to stop the run. I think nowadays you more have to key in on the pass, and they're getting carved up by the pass. As we say this, Rondell Moore gets another First down for this team, and Kyler Murray 7 for 7. Can the man be stopped? My real question is, can we stop not putting cheerleaders in the game? Do you remember that, Spyder?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I love the cheerleaders. I think it was Madden 04, where you could like collect the cards, and oh my goodness, I was going through those cards.
Okay, stop. That's enough. I don't think I want to hear the end of this. I was kind of just joking around. You always have to make it creepy. I'm out here at midfield following a 3-yard run from James Conner. It's a theme, a short run on first down with James Conner. We kind of see what Hussein is insane, what coach is trying to do here. Kind of the game plan early on. Kyler Murray going to get out for a 3-yard scramble.
Gotta say, I'm not a fan of you setting me up like that. You do it all the time. I like women, Cannonball. It's not an issue. Orientations aside, we got a big 3rd and 4 at midfield and enough pressure to force Kyler to just throw the ball away. Quinnen Williams credited with the pressure. He has 3 sacks coming into this game. So not surprising to see the big guy back there in the backfield.
4th and 4, and we've got a serious dilemma here. I think a lot of NFL teams might go for it. The NEFL prides themselves on running a sim league, and they are going to punt it. I think it's kind of a 50-50, Spyder.
I love the way they run this league. You know, you get online, you play some jabronis, they want to fake punt on 4th and 37 and so on and so forth. This is a football league for football fans. The NEFL gets you some.
Okay, now we got a tagline for the league. I don't know where that came from. Wilson dropping back on first down. Gonna find Watkins. Quietly having an okay game, 6 for 10, 66 yards. We've seen him try to push the ball deep. Didn't really work out too well. Play action, and he's got a lot of space, Spyder. An 18-yard scramble from not the fastest guy in the world. 4 minutes left in this first half, and it's been, you know, all Jets, really, ever since those 2 Cardinal scores.
Wilson gonna hand the ball off to Matt Barber. Refuses to go down. Finally, an 8-yard carry is capped off with an injury timeout.
2nd and 2, and I'd love to see a deep shot here. You see the safeties really selling out for the run. I'd love to see Wilson just try to take one shot deep, keep him honest. Instead, gonna hand off to the big guy, Matt Barber.
So he gets that first down. They hand it to him. The next play, he gets 2. Now we find ourselves 2nd and 8. Another ball for Quez Watkins. First down.
Quez Watkins getting targets early from Wilson, and it's worked out. Now with a fresh set at the 35-yard line. Brevin Jordan's got a couple steps. Breaks a tackle, and boom, gets his bell rung. Holy cow, pull it up, Spyder. Let's see this one more time. God dang, holy.
Oh my God, just absolutely wrecked. Sometimes you forget how brutal this game can be. We gotta take him to the tent. That's a concussion for sure. And as that 2-minute warning goes off, I gotta say both teams really need this win today. They're both 2nd in the division. Now, especially the Jets. They're one game behind Buffalo, who's 8-2, but technically they're 2 games behind Buffalo because they lost to them way back in week 2. Whereas the Cardinals are 8-3. They're trailing the 9-1 49ers, but they haven't played. They have 2 games left against them, so they're a lot more catchable.
2nd and 5, and it's an age-old decision. Do you score or do you try to milk clock? Wilson getting out to the left, and what a ball! How is Jordan in this game? He basically died on the field. Now catching a touchdown. That was a nifty little toss from Zach Wilson. His 28th touchdown of the year, and it ties this ball game up.
His first half has been everything you could hope for in terms of action and drama. Murray, a play action on first down, throwing it up to D-Hop. Oh, this is a drop, Cannonball. I know he got hit, but that ball's in his hands, usually a short-handed receiver.
Yeah, easy for you to say. You're 5'0". I mean, if you took that hit, you would just turn into a billion bits.
I think you might have a point there. Honestly, I'm not even really paying much attention to the game anymore. You got me thinking about those cheerleaders. Murray's got an open Woodyard. Breaking a tackle, shaking two guys. Ends up trailing off, going out of bounds. Gigantic play, and they're now facing 2nd and 7.
Murray trying to get Hop involved again, just not a very good ball. Kind of short-armed him. Now a 3rd and 7, and this would be a huge stop.
Murray with a lot of time back there and finds an open Woodyard. A good throw from the young kid. And he hasn't made very many bad ones in this game. Kyler Murray, good decision making. And I mean, we can go on and on about what a player he is.
Yeah, the biggest stat that jumped out to me is that he's averaging 9.4 yards a carry while running the football. And then you got the threat of him throwing dimes like that. Speaking of dimes, a ball up to a wide open Joel McBride. Arizona making it look easy out here. Right when you think you got them shut down, they come out and carve you up. What a drive.
Oh man, they go 75 yards in under 1 minute. And the Jets, with only one timeout, I think they'd be lucky to even get a field goal here. Wilson has not looked as sharp, and he's going to get a sack here. Javon Kinlaw. More like Javon, don't bring him home to meet the in-laws. This guy's a monster.
Just manhandling the line. You see 63. God forbid he's got to watch that in tape next week. Now probably going to be content to just run this ball out a 2nd and long. Never mind, what do I know? They send Matt Barber out of the backfield, and that's not a bad ball itself. Leads them to the outside. And, you know, they still got a shot, Spyder. Still got that timeout in their back pocket. 20 seconds. Going 5 wide. And another sack. This one from Jalen Sermons.
Oh, and he's given a good one today. A very violent sermon. Pray to the God of mercy, because he shut down any hopes of the Jets scoring before half. That is going to take us into half. And we're going to jet out for a quick word from our sponsors. You are watching the NEFL. Back after this.
Why am I always so tired?
Fed up with feeling exhausted all the time? Try Frenzy. With 22 times the amount of sugar in a standard can of cola, and a regulation still pending from the FDA, Frenzy is sure to give you the pick-me-up you need and deserve.
I don't feel anything. Whoa. Whoa!
And guess what? It's made with some of the same stuff that formed the atomic bomb. Hey, if it's good enough for Uncle Sam, it's plenty good enough for you.
My foot literally refuses to press the brake, and I don't care!
You ran over my friend Oliver. He's not moving. Will he be okay, Daddy?
If he's too slow to move, he's too slow to live.
So go on, get yourself a can of Frenzy today.
I don't know if that's very smart advertising, as we got a touchback to start here in the second half. I'm pretty sure did he kill a child and then admit to it? I'm not going to get too much into that. It sounds like a good drink. I'm not going to lie. I could use it. As Wilson throwing this ball away, and the Jets, last thing you want to do is come out here and go 3 and out. Brevin Jordan in tight coverage, trying to wiggle around the man back from the dead. We watched a murder, specifically Brevin Jordan, in the first half, and not only has he caught a touchdown, he gets a big 3rd down conversion there after a 4-yard Matt Barber run. We're heaving this one into triple coverage, Spyder.
Not a good decision, and probably pretty lucky. I don't know what Coach saw there. But I did see 3 Cardinal jerseys. He might have just decided to fire it and just throw it up, gunslinger style. 3rd and 6 at midfield. Count our blessings that was not a turnover. Throwing a strike to Quez Watkins every time we need him today. Quez Watkins has stepped up, keeping the drive alive.
Handing it to the barber shop. Matt Barber stumbling forward. Again, refusing to go down. He takes a little while to go down, Spyder. Seems like every play. Pressure coming hot. Quan Alexander laying a big lick on the rookie Zach Wilson. Luckily was able to get the ball away, but what a play. Sets up a 3rd and 4.
Zach Wilson has taken a lot of hits today. You know, we talked about the Cardinals being sacked a lot, but this offensive line from the Jets has been lacking. And off to Matt Barberino. I think he's short, Cannonball.
He's short, 4th and inches. Definitely a good spot to go for it. And it looks like that's what coach is deciding to do. Big play here. Barber gonna power forward. Get enough, good call. But he's yet to really break one, Spyder. He's got 52 yards on the game on 13 carries. Might be 51. I might have fudged that up.
Wouldn't be the first time, definitely won't be the last. Kind of through traffic here, and Quez Watkins taking a shot from Buda Baker. These Cardinals hit hard, Cannonball.
It's a sign of a great defense. Remember, Legion of Boom used to make a living blowing guys up. And the Cardinals have done that today as they frustrate Matt Barber yet again. A no-yard run, and this was supposed to be some type of bubble screen. Zach Wilson, I don't know if it got tipped. I don't know what happened on that play. All I know is this is a very crucial 3rd and goal.
You can't take 3 here, not with the way Arizona has been playing. So, honestly, to me, this might be 4 down territory.
Looks like they got the angle route dialed up, Spyder, a favorite of this channel. See if we can give Matt Barber the football. A lot of bodies down there. Instead goes underneath to Jarek Holmes. Is that the first time we've said his name today?
It's a good question. I feel like I can't even think straight ever since you brought up those cheerleaders. But Jarek Holmes is the best wide receiver on this team. You see, coming into this game, 35 receptions, 765 yards, 9 touchdowns, make it 10 now. And that's a huge score to draw even in this back and forth football game.
Cardinals back with the football, 2nd and 10. Kyler Murray finding an open James Conner. He hasn't had a lot of open space today, but that one's good for 14 yards. And I can't believe you're still talking about those. They're polygon, Spyder, especially back in 2004. They're triangles.
That's my fetish. I like triangle chests.
This is getting way too intimate as James Conner, again, gonna fall forward, getting under 3 yards a carry. Can't say enough about how New York has played the run today. They've all but neutralized James Conner. It's a pick! The man, the myth, the legend, Tyree Gillespie.
Unfortunately, gets taken down at the 2. But I mean, what a play to swing momentum, Tyree Gillespie. You are my hero.
Nothing fancy here, guys. Just pound this ball in. You got a good running back in Matt Barber. Give it to him 4 times. I don't care. Yeah, he gets stuffed on 1st down. You got to expect that. Please give it to the young man again.
They listen, and he's got an open hole. Touchdown, Matt Barber. Touchdown, New York. And for the first time in this game, the Jets are leading.
It is cliche. You hear it every game, but you got to take care of the football. That's what separates the winners from the losers. Tyree Gillespie putting the team on his back. And of course, Matt Barberino finishing the drive off with a strong run.
Cardinals playing catch-up out here in New York now. This ball to the backup, Edmonds. He's had a better game than first-string James Conner. That's for dang sure. As that's where the ball's going to go. One of his best runs of the game, which is saying a lot because it was only a 6-yard run. I know that, I guess it's turned into the poo-poo on James Conner hour. I'm not trying to, but he's making it easy.
Murray heaving this ball up on 2nd and 4. Greg Woodyard with a 25-yard reception. That's big man football, just going up and getting it one-on-one. We start this 4th quarter with Arizona driving yet again.
Murray on 2nd and 7, finding the open man. Continuing to put good balls on his teammates.
Pause, or phrasing, whatever you want to say. I think you messed that one up. First play in the red zone here. Oh, Gillespie almost again.
The young man just sniffing it out like a Troy Polamalu type. He's just always by the ball, Cannonball.
You remember seeing Tom Brady's wristband back in the day when he played the Ravens. You got to find Ed Reed on every play. If you're Kyler Murray, you got to find Tyree Gillespie on every play because this dude is, you're playing with fire if you're going after him.
2nd and long, and Murray, the disrespectful, trying to make the crowd quiet as the away team. James Conner ripping off 6 yards, but man, the ball's on this kid. Another James Conner run blown up. How many times can we call it? The Jets are shutting down James Conner. And in a big spot, too, here. 4th and 6.
There's 7 minutes left. I think this is the right call. Kick the field goal. Yes, the people on Twitter are going to call you stupid. The game threads on Reddit are going to say, oh, that wasn't the right move. All these fat guys sitting on their couch. I think it's the right move, Spyder. There's plenty of game left. Kick the field goal. Get something out of the drive. Regain a little bit of momentum. Because remember, you just threw essentially a pick 6 on the last drive.
Yeah, I think if it's like a 4th and 4, or a little bit shorter, go ahead and try for it. 4th and 6, just take the 3. I like the move from the coach. Matt Barber gonna stumble forward for 3.
New York, you can kind of put this game away with a tutty here. And it doesn't have to be quick either. Even better if you take a lot of time. There's no big mistakes, and that's a big one. Matt Barber, as wide open as we've seen anyone today. Zach Wilson showing that he's a rookie yet again. That's a big miss because that's going to be a 20-yard play, Spyder.
Zach Wilson has left a lot to be desired. He's okay in the short game, but anything mid or long, he seems like he's having trouble. And it's quickly 3rd and 7. Wilson from shotgun. Oh, a horrendous ball, and this should have been yicked. This should be a pick 6.
And that was Isaiah Simmons on the whiff there. We spotlighted him earlier. He comes up with so many turnovers, and he wishes he had that one back.
Very lucky to get away with one there, as it's a James Conner hour. Not really. Maybe on opposite day, Hamza Nasruddin. That's a tough name to say. He's the guy on the stop there, getting the 1-yard loss. Everybody piling on the young James Conner. Now Murray back to throw. On 2nd and 11. Pressure coming from the right. That's going to be Quinnen Williams. We talked a little bit about him earlier. That'll be his 4th sack on the year. Big play in a big moment from a big guy. Now the Jets have the Cardinals in a very comfortable 3rd and 22.
Don't get beat over the top. It looks like coach is running cover 4. I like the move, and it's just the user was just out of position. How are you going to give up a first down on 3rd and 22? Coach, we need a little better stick in a spot like that. James Conner, what a rough day he's had. We've been over it. I don't know how else to say it. He's getting under 3 a carry. Murray, 2nd and 5.
This ball a floater to who else but Gillespie? Tyree Gillespie, his 2nd interception of the game, but to be fair, you can grab any fan from the stands, and they would have yicked that butterfly ball.
Well, it's a throw out of sack, Spyder, but it looks like he's trying to imitate Russell Wilson's moon ball, and it just comes out. Oh yeah, it definitely was thrown like there was no gravity. What was that? You gotta love the throw out of sack animation, and the Jets with another chance to close out this game. Play action to Barber rolling right. Got some space, but just on the run again. Pushed it a little bit. Elijah Moore had the space.
Oh my God, it's the same story over and over. If Wilson hits any of these deep balls, his game is completely different. Definitely looking and playing like a rookie today. This one, not good awareness. To just stumble out of bounds there for 4. Had a lot of space around him. Sets up a tough 3rd and 6, and the Cardinals are playing tight. A lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage.
Wilson shuffling around, pressure in his face, and he's just going to have to throw this one away to avoid the sack. Throw it in the dirt.
It looks like coach is going to go for it. I love the call. Let's just end this football game. Got the 4-point lead. We need this first down.
4th and 6, you need something short. The defense knows Wilson can only throw short, so you kind of hamstring in that way, see if someone can get open.
Wilson trying to scramble, but very smart. I don't know if that was a spy or if he just ran straight into a hook zone. But a very smart call out of Arizona and out of Hussein is insane.
Cardinals have given this game away multiple times, but find themselves again with a chance to take a lead. And this is a floater to an open Hopkins. Trying to turn that back inside, a 21-yard play.
The only positive I can think of is they have to get in the end zone. Can't really take a field goal. So that gives you a little bit more space. A little bit more room for error, I should say, as the backup runs into the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. Murray feeling pressure, darting out. He's so quick. He's so fast, Cannonball. This should be a sack or at worst a throwaway. Instead, it's a first down. And we touched on a little bit earlier, averaging almost 10 yards a carry. Gets his ball out just in time to Edmonds. And he's so dangerous with the legs.
Yeah, I think you broke it down pretty well. It's not like you can set up a spy every single play because he's just going to carve you up with that arm. He's made some very good throws today. As a defensive coordinator, you just have to just kind of almost go in accepting that plays like that are going to happen and just try to neutralize them as best as possible. Connor, a lot of green grass in front of him. James Conner finally breaks one for 14. He's got to be so pissed off he didn't get in, though.
I mean, whether he got in or not doesn't really matter. They're on the one. The clock is ticking. This does not look good for New York.
Gonna run the sneak and get in on first down. Finally, somebody takes the game. We've been waiting for somebody to, kind of put their stamp on it. And the Cardinals, it seems like they have. Now, the Jets have 3 timeouts, but I just worry about Wilson. He just has been so inaccurate today. I just wonder if he has a game-tying drive left in him. And you notice how I don't even say a game-winning drive because I just think that's out of the question.
1st and 10 for the young Zach Wilson. Dropping back, finding that open Brevin Jordan. He's done well today in the targets he's been given as New York takes their first of the 3 timeouts. Wilson, of course, drops back again, and another sack! Zach Allen getting back there. Look at White Chocolate getting it done in crunch time.
His offensive line has been horrible today. Zach Wilson hasn't helped him out a lot, sometimes holding the ball a little too long, but to be fair to him, as this clock is continuing to run, Coach, why did we not take a timeout here? It's still going, Spyder. 33 ticks, we finally get the ball off. Wilson just throwing it up to the man, Jordan. It's a medical mystery as we finally take that other timeout. That Brevin Jordan is even breathing compared to playing at a high level. I'm not going to ask too much of it because without him, it wouldn't even be a close game.
This ball looking for Jarek Holmes at the back of the end zone, just off. Didn't even give his guy a chance. There's something to be said of throwing a ball that only your guy could catch, but even your guy couldn't catch that one, Zach Wilson. 2nd and 10, 20 seconds left. Need about 10, maybe 15 for a field goal. This is a double-covered ball. Not a great decision. Zach Wilson in crunch time, I think you got to be playing for the field goal here. Stop taking these shots. It is not your day to go deep.
15 on the clock. Can throw something inbounds because they still have that 1 timeout, of course. Wilson drifting right, and again another deep shot. Trying to get Jarek Holmes involved late, and they've kind of shot themselves in the foot here, Spyder. They're focusing on deep balls so much that now you can't even kick from this length. This would be a 64-yarder, and they're going to try it?
I hate the call. What are they doing out there, Cannonball? They're gonna take a delay. I mean, this is very interesting coaching from DJ Jazzy Jet.
It's Jeff. I thought we already went over it, that your joke is very bad. Don't know what they're doing. Don't like the game management. I'm with you. Gonna kind of need a miracle here, as far as I can tell, because you need the first. You're gonna have to stop the clock. The tough sled, and here we go.
Up in the seam to Holmes. What a ball and what a route. Finds the open hole in the zone, gets that timeout in. Now it comes down to McCann to try to put this through iced and take us to overtime.
Hooks in. It looked off to begin with.
It did look off, didn't it? I didn't think he made that. It hooks in at the last second, and we've got free football here, Cannonball.
What could be a better introduction to the NEFL than an overtime game? I mean, it's just been back and forth, been a great game. So why not get a little bit of free footage?
Unfortunately, Cardinals win the toss. Nothing against Hussein is insane. But, I mean, I got to roll with my guy, DJ Jazzy Jet here.
You just refuse to give that up, don't you? Touchback to start, and following an incomplete from Kyler Murray, they got 2nd and 10. A lot of second and longs today for Arizona. You couldn't tell if you look at the scoreboard, putting up 31 points.
Stepping up into a sack, Tommy Tagay. I don't know how to say that last name, but it's a great sack. Pushes them back 3rd and 19, and now out of shotgun. Throwing this one up, double covered, and Hopkins comes down with it.
How does he do it? He is a magician. He is a grown man. Gillespie whiffs on the swat of all guys. Tyree Gillespie chokes there.
And what about the concentration from D-Hop to come down with this? You got a guy on you, you got another guy blocking the football, somehow still catches it. I mean, if you're going to get mossed by anybody, and of course, fill out your bingo cards, a 1-yard James Conner run on 1st down. It's like the same movie over and over and over. Murray, another drop back. Again, they need 6 to win. Hop again almost comes down with this football. I kind of see the strategy that Arizona's going for. That old D-Hop's back there somewhere.
I think it's D-Hop's down there somewhere. Of course, you would mess up a very iconic quote. Let's not get too razzle-dazzle, though. We can still make a stop and maybe force a punt or some type of 4th down conversion. 3rd and 9.
Murray again from shotgun. A lot of time and into the sack. Quinnen Williams again.
Quinnen Williams again, his 2nd sack on the day, and they're going for this, Spyder. 4th and 15. I don't know if this is the move.
Well, I guess they feel like if they give it back to New York, it's an automatic loss. 4th and 15, though. Interesting decision. I don't know if they're going to snap this one, Cannonball. It snapped. I don't believe it.
Murray going deep to the right side of the field. No good. No good, thank God.
We only need 3 here in New York. Come on, what is it? We need 15 yards at the most. Barber. Oh, no. It's going to be holding, Cannonball.
Oh, we talked about sacks being the biggest drive killers, but what about holding? This was going to be an easy 1st down from Matt Barber, and instead we're pushed back 8. Going to hand it back off to him. He's going to get it all back. Matt Barber, the ultimate worker, just out there grinding them down. Now 2nd and 10. Zach Wilson, more pressure, and of course, another sack. It's unreal how much pressure they get in it, and he just lays them out. Javon Kinlaw again, now his 2nd sack of the game, and it's 3rd and a mile.
More pressure from the right again, and a throw out of sack. Isaiah Simmons, and there's nobody in front of him. This is a pick 6 to end the game in overtime. The fans are going home disappointed, Cannonball.
Live by the throw out of sack, die by the throw out of sack. It's kind of what happened earlier in the game to Murray, and what a way to end it. I mean, it's not like we were in a good position anywhere. 3rd and 20, most likely going to have to punt the football, and I just don't see the Jets having another stop in them. Either way, nasty way to lose, but what a game. What a game and what a league. I'm loving this NEFL football, and I hope that we're invited back.
Zach Wilson fired up at himself. He didn't really have that great of a football game. Stat line might show that he played a little bit better, but if you actually watch the game, he missed a lot of throws. Either way, thanks for joining us. Always nice to have you with us. I'm Jimothy Spyder, and he's been LeRoy Cannonball. Thanks for watching the NEFL. See you next time.
We out.